Hey everybody, it's Dr. Eric Shoemake. I got 4 minutes that can save your life today when it comes to cancer, especially breast cancer in women. I want to take you through some of the thinking. This is a pamphlet from one of the big HMOs on should I get a mammogram? And it's actually a step forward because they're actually talking about the risks of mammograms, but there's still a lot of misguided information in here. But I want to show you something when it comes to mammograms in your 40s, 50s, and 60s. Should you get a mammogram? And should the people around you be getting one? But here's what I want you to understand about the cancer statistics that are out there. This is what this talks about here is the benefits and the potential harm of a mammogram. So this says if you screen 10,000 women for 10 years in their 40s, it would save 5 lives. And then there would be over 6,000 false positives, and then there would be over 700 unnecessary biopsies. Which is, again, this is a big step forward because they're actually telling you the harms or the risk behind mammograms. Here's what I want you to understand though. Here's how they get this 5 lives right here. When they say 5 lives are saved, all that means is that they caught the cancer and the person lived 5 more years. In the cancer industry, 5-year survival rate means you're cured. So I have a patient that I work with that I worked with a while back. She was diagnosed about 8 years ago with breast cancer because she did a mammogram, and then she did the traditional treatment, the chemo, the radiation, mastectomy, and everything else, and they cured her. So she lived 5 years, but then guess what happened after that? Because they never got to the cause of the problem, all they did was treat the symptom and the tumor. What happened to the cancer? It came back. So it came back with a vengeance, and it was too late this time, even though she was doing a lot of things right, and she died a couple years later. So she actually was dead from the breast cancer, but she would have counted in the 5 lives saved because she just lived 5 years. Now her teenage daughter who doesn't have a mom and her husband who doesn't have a wife, I guess I guarantee would disagree that her life was saved. So the point here is this: you can't wait till you get cancer to treat it. And I see people all the time that come in here that have waited till they get the cancer, they get the tumor, they get whatever it is, and all they're doing is treating the symptom. They're doing chemo, radiation, tamoxifen, and everything else like that. That's not saving your life. It's not fixing the problem. The only cure for cancer is prevention. So here's what I want you to do. Coming up at our workshop here on October 3rd, coming up this Saturday, I want you to reach out and save the people around you. The women around you have no idea of these statistics. They have no idea that this statistic's not even right, and they don't know what to do, and we're going to give them answers that they need. So I'm excited for this Saturday coming up here. It's going to be a 3-hour. You're going to learn more about women's health and your health specifically in these 3 hours, and you've learned in the last 30 years regarding your health. We're going to talk about breast cancer. We're going to talk about osteoporosis. We're going to talk about superwoman syndrome and hormones, how to cure those hormone issues that you've been dealing with, maybe some of you for 10, 15, 20 years. You're going to get the answers that you need on the 3rd. So reach out and help the people around you because they need to understand these numbers right here.